Aries rising August is a busy networking month with friends. And this is mostly because Jupiter is re-entering Aquarius. Jupiter, the planet of growth, expansion, is entering your 11th house of networking, friends, and dreams, which can be both goal dreams and literally like at night, like what you're thinking about, dreaming about. And with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, growth, optimism, focus in an enlargement way entering back there, something that you were working on earlier in the year around networking, connecting with friends, being in the right place at the right time might reorganize and take your priority again to make this a more public-facing month. If you're excited to dive into what this August has in store for you and your rising sign, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Hi, I'm Maren. I'm an astrologer and author. I do crypto shit, and I do want to mention that I have a Swan Bitcoin link down below if you're looking to dollar cost average or repeatedly buy into Bitcoin. I buy in every month. I put a little bit aside to stack sats. If you want to use my link for a safe space to do that, feel free to check that out down below. No pressure that I would mention Swan if you want a cool place to, buy Bitcoin. Yeah. If you have any thoughts so far about the astrology coming up, I would love to hear down below in a comment, so feel free to share your thoughts. From the 1st to the 2nd, we do have the Sun in your 5th house opposite Saturn in your 11th house, which could be the fact that you have a crush or a creative project that does not vibe with your friends and your networking goals. Like they're like, you can't do that. That's not a good look per se. And you're like, but I like this person or this project, and it's a give and take dynamic. From the 6th to the 7th, the Sun in your 5th house will also square Uranus in your 2nd house, putting a sudden financial toll on you due to the creative project or the crush or the kid dynamic that is taking up your focus and illumination for most of August. Luckily, by the 8th, there's a new moon in Leo, a new beginning involving creativity, children, romance, maybe even gambling or pleasure and spending in your life. Could be a new chapter where maybe you have a kid on the way, maybe you have I know I said that and some people panicked. Could be a new romantic venture on the way, could be a new creative project on the way. It is hot as hell in here. It's like my fan's on like high heat and it is steamy in New York in July. From the 9th to the 10th, Venus in your 6th house will be opposite Neptune in your 12th house. Watch out for things being too good to be true. If you're feeling really great physically from the 9th to the 10th, make sure that you don't overdo it. And this could be something of like, you feel really great physically, like you've recovered from something and you're like, I'm gonna go out and celebrate and drink a bunch. And then you wake up the next day, you're like, fuck, don't feel so good anymore. So it's a really good 9th to 10th to do something like physical. That's like good day to get a massage, good day to do some like body work, some therapy like that. Just be careful with the opposite end of going too far and regretting it in the morning. On the 16th, Venus does enter Libra in your 7th house, which is Venus in its own sign in your 7th house of long-term relationships. This could be as mundane as being really lucky in a legal case or signing contracts, because the 7th house is one-to-one bonds. It's not always romantic. In fact, that would be an extrapolation onto it. It can be marriage. It can be long-term committed relationships. So Venus moving there is advantageous for strengthening those things. Could also be for those of us not in a relationship. The way I said that was like you're going to be by the time this video comes out, which is so weird. That was so weird. I don't know if this is weird, but like when I'm on my period, I get like almost like, is it just me or your intuition is heightened and I'm not an intuitive person? Maybe it's just me going hysterical. I'm just gonna get back to it. On the 22nd, there's a full moon in Aquarius, a completion or a high point around groups, friends, and networking, something coming to a close. There will be a second full moon in Aquarius, second half of August. So look to there being more completions here than just this one ending. Tarot card for Aries Risings we have is the Two of Discs or the Two of Pentacles. I forget that in this deck it's discs and not pentacles, so I don't know if it's autofocusing on my face. Come on, there we go. Yeah, so the Two of Pentacles is a very foundational card of gathering the first resources that you need. So I have a feeling that you might be fundraising or gathering money with all this 11th house. First step for gathering capital or gathering resources, it looks like. So if you enjoyed this, I would love to hear down below any thoughts, anything you want to add. Also make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you have not already. It helps a lot in the algorithms. So with that being said, hope that you're having a great August into September, and I will see you in the next one.